You are so extra, like all the time. Deep breaths. Okay.
Extra. How so?
Because you just do extra stuff all the time. This is not a part of it.
Not a part of what?
The podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Do your
We
intro.
started. This is it. This is how we start.
Oh, you don't do an intro.
Do you want me to do an intro?
No, I just didn't know if you did. You've done
This
4
is
of
the
them.
intro.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Food for Thought, the podcast with zero budget and average guests and average conversations.
You didn't even put the sign up.
I don't like it anymore. You want it up?
Well,
I can put it up.
it's okay. I mean, I thought that was the whole point. It was
Okay, you're right. No, you're right. We'll put the sign up. I just feel like it makes it seem even lower budget.
That's the whole point,
Is it though?
right?
I mean, don't we ultimately not want it to be like?
Well, you're sitting there saying, "Hi, everybody. Welcome to Food for Thought."
I'm
where
just
it's-
calling it what it is.
Exactly. So own the shit. There you go. Alrighty.
Happy now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I just want to say before we get started, I'm still working on getting the sound fixed. There's a little bit of a slight background hiss in the audio. Not happy with it. It still sounds okay, but I know it can be better, and that's something that I'm working on fixing, and hopefully we'll have it fixed soon within the next couple episodes. And we're still working on getting the cameras set up to have an unlimited record time, but it's not that important to really talk about. So anyways, how are you, Teray?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Anything you want.
Okay. Well, you start me off, and I can go from there.
Okay. So you just quit your job recently.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us, me, the world about what you did? What was your job?
I was an administrative assistant at an environmental consulting firm, and I hated it. I basically finalized reports, and I did all their clerical work, and I also scheduled events and flights and hotels. So I was kind of like the office
Like an assistant, the office assistant?
Yeah, I was exactly that. An
Sounds like a
administrative
boring
assistant.
ass job.
It was very boring.
I'm just kind of teasing you, but it does actually. I mean, I guess some people might like doing that kind of stuff, but
Well, it's fine when you have work, when you're constantly
busy,
busy.
yeah.
But I feel like anything where you're just like there, you
Mhm.
start to lose interest. So that's kind of what happened.
yeah.
So what
It's
are your
understandable.
questions about it? What are your thoughts?
Well, what are you gonna do for work now? What are your plans?
Right now, I don't have a plan. I'm kind of just winging it. I'm interviewing and stuff, but I feel like the next job I start, I want to have like some clear pros about it that I feel. Because right now I don't feel like I'm working jobs where I'm like stoked on,
Mhm.
So I kind of want to find something where I can still afford to do things I like for the time being, but also find something that's tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Do you have anything you like lined up?
well, yeah, but it's actually the same thing. It's like a personal assistant, but which is a little more intimate because it's just 3 clients and you schedule all their stuff. But I'm still waiting to hear from them.
Okay.
So we just interviewed a couple days ago.
You think you would like that better because it's just something new, so it's fresh, and also maybe like the type of work, or
Well, not even just the type of
just
work,
keep
the
you
fact
busy,
that
maybe?
is the growth, the opportunity to grow from it. So that was a big problem I had with this job. It was just like, actually a couple days before I left, one of the employees that worked there, she's older than me. She's in her 40s, and she was just like, I was thinking you wouldn't have never been able to move up anyway because you don't have a degree. I'm just like, screw that.
Now you tell me,
Yeah. Well, and I was just like, for one, that sucks because I came in with the intention of growing. And
Yeah, when they told you that
yeah,
you could.
when they do the whole, what do you want from us? That was one of the things that I said was the opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
Like, that means a lot to me.
Is that me?
Yeah.
It's Nick, the editor.
Yeah.
And potentially, eventually, the producer. He might help start producing the show. Which, by the way, it's just popped in my head. If anybody wants to help support the podcast, if you want, oh my God.
Should you just let them know or mute your phone?
Hey, Nick, I'm in the middle of doing a podcast, like in an episode right now. So you're about to be on episode 5. If you want to say what's up. Okay, but I gotta call you back. Can I call you back after this? Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, bye. Sorry.
You're fine.
If anybody wants to help support the podcast, if you want to do any sponsorships or you want us to shout out your product or your service, your brand or anything like that in the middle of the episode, or if you just want to donate some money to help produce the show, I have links in the bio below to do that. Obviously, there's no pressure no obligations or anything like that.
But it's always nice.
But yeah, it's always, any little bit helps. This is 100% self-funded project. Eventually,
Self-made.
Yeah. Eventually, I want to get better cameras, I'm going to move the set to upstairs. We're going to have a room that's just designated for the podcast. We're going to improve the decoration of what's around us and the audio, get another one of these microphones, maybe get like a live switcher, and I want to get it set up for live broadcasting as well. So I have a list as well in the bio so you could see exactly what the money would go towards, and that way if you do decide to contribute that none of the money is just going into my pocket or anybody on the show or involved with the show's pocket, except for maybe Nick because he's getting paid to edit these. So obviously it's like a service for the show, but yeah, any of the money, 100% of it is going towards a budget for the podcast, which right now I've budgeted about $5,000 to $10,000 for the total amount that I'm working towards either raising or just saving my own money. If whatever, the sooner the better. Obviously, I'll buy it all myself if I have to. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying that if anybody wants to help out, obviously that would be awesome. So if you want to do any brand deals or sponsorships, or if you just want to shout out, or if you simply just want to anonymously contribute, all of that would be greatly appreciated.
You want to tell them where they can do that?
Yeah, well, it's all in the bio below. So I have a PayPal account, which my email for the PayPal, if you want to just donate directly to that, is thelivecollection@gmail.com. Again, that email is in the bio for this video and all of the Food for Thought videos in the description. So there's the PayPal, there's Venmo, which is, I think it's TLCPayments, but you can check the bio to make sure for that. And then also CashApp, which is the $, and then, what is it?
Kevin Hackett?
No, I think it's TLC. That might be TLC Payment, and the the Venmo might be TLC Custom Products. I forget. Just check the bio. I don't know.
It was your name.
No.
You changed it?
You could probably find me with my name, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I know the username isn't my name. I might have been. I changed it at one point, to make it more business oriented. Because people aren't paying me; they're paying the business.
Understood. So yeah, she was in accounting, mm-hmm. but she just came up and she was like, she had one of those vibes where it was like sometimes I didn't know if she was like looking out for me or if she was kind
of like belittling you or something.
Yeah, and I felt
it sounds like she kind of maybe was like
a little bit of both. Yeah. I truly felt like she was in between.
That's possible too.
Yeah, and it was always like when I felt like we have a great relationship, then it would be something that would turn me off, like. Why is she being that way to me? Like, I didn't get her sometimes.
Yeah. Well, there's always the competition aspect too. If you like if you feel like you're competing with somebody or like somehow there's like the threat of them being better than you in any way, sometimes people might be like, put you down.
And that's kind of, because I brought up situations in my life, and one of them being, with me quitting and just like it was to the point where I would pull up and I would cry, and I just had to really consider my mental state.
Yeah.
And this is my first official day off,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
I know,
Congratulations to
I know,
Freedom.
yeah,
Obviously, you need to work, but she saved money,
yeah, and
so
so that's
she can afford this like a little bit of leisure time, a little bit of
yeah
luxury, and also time to like think and work
about
on
what I really
yourself
want. Yeah,
and figure out who you are and what you want to do, and
exactly.
take the time to find the right
Yeah,
thing for you.
yeah. It was like totally not like knee jerk reaction type thing.
Hmm.
I considered this over the course of months, probably since
You've been
January.
talking about it forever.
Yes, and I was just so tired of like feeling like I kept trying to do the right things. I was going to HR. I was doing all those things.
Yeah,
I
I've been
talked.
telling you to quit for months too. I've been telling you like just do
Just
it,
quit
go
it. Just do
get a
it. I
new
know.
job.
And I had a plan in my head, and like I said, I wanted to be stable enough to do that.
Hmm.
So if I needed to be off all winter, I can.
Hmm.
Like I just wanted to make sure I was going to be okay. And speaking of her, she's like, I think you're acting off of emotion, but you're young, so I'm just gonna let you bump your head because I was the same way. And I'm like, no. I was like, I've considered this over the course of months, and I said I mentally just feel unstable here. Like I'm very unhappy,
Hmm.
and I think that at some point that mattered more.
For sure. Yeah.
So, because it was obviously feeding into my life outside of work. Every time I left, I was just so drained. I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Whatever I was motivated to do that morning, by the time I got off, I was like, screw this.
Yeah. Well, I think having a job that you're really unhappy at is very soul killing.
Yeah,
It
very.
makes you hate your life.
And then with the type of work I do, I feel like you have to stay some type of busy because I felt so unproductive. Like, in the first few months, people were like, Shh, that should be easy. You just sit there to get paid. But no.
Yeah, I mean, there's that side of it, but it's like
Yeah.
you don't want to just collect a check and do nothing with your time. Like you want to feel
Yeah.
useful.
And it was like that the first couple weeks. I'm like, I got some time to just hang out, look at videos or shop online. But then months of that, it became like miserable. I
Yeah.
was just like, I can't do this. So, I think it was a good move for me to do that because I just, like I said, I feel like mental health should always come first, and I wasn't feeling it. Like I just didn't feel healthy at that job. And granted, other things could have played a part, but I knew that was a big part of why I was unhappy.
Yeah.
And upon like leaving there, it wasn't like, am I doing the right thing? I just knew I was doing the right thing. I just felt good, so I went for it.
Yeah. I mean, who needs like a job or money to survive, you know?
We need a job and money, but I get what you're saying. And she was just like,
That's kind of where she was coming from, and I'm just teasing you.
yeah,
But,
at one point, she's just, when she said that, I was like, well, fortunately, I was in a relationship and I have my boyfriend who kind of told me to always keep 4 to 6 months worth of, 4 to 6 months worth of money put away just in case, you are out of work or you don't have food. And I took that to heart. I feel like that was probably one of the biggest things you said to me that stuck with
yeah,
me.
you always, I'm still not sure if I should talk to like the audience or you, or if I'm allowed to do both. I mean, obviously we can do whatever we want, but yeah, she has said that one of the things that what have you said, like the most impactful things that you've taken away from
The most
me
inspiring thing you told me,
or helpful or whatever,
or that has been very,
like impacting your life.
yeah, that has been just I guess inspiring for me is the financial aspect of our relationship. And
to be more specific, I taught you how to invest.
Yes.
And that worked.
Yes.
And you actually are still learning, young grasshopper.
Yes.
Because I think what you learned, as specifically as possible to say, is that I think you learned how to save from me. Like I kind of reinforced the idea of like saving and having like a nest egg to like fall back on for emergencies and crises in life. But investing, you're still like not as committed to. I don't think you're still kind of like dipping your feet in and like testing the water. So for those of you who don't invest, you can like put your money in an investing company like Vanguard in a money market account, which is basically a bank account that gets almost zero interest, just like a bank account. But that's not how you make money investing. That's just a good way to save money, just like a bank account. And then once it's in the money market account, you can actually put that money towards an investment through the company you're investing with, like Vanguard, which is who I use and who Trey uses.
Yeah.
But yeah, like once like the money market account is just like a vessel for your capital, and you can use that capital just to sit there and be for security, which I was taught by my dad to save money for like 4 to 6 months. Obviously, if you can go beyond that, that's even better.
Yes.
But 4 to 6 months is like a really good amount of time to where it's like if you were not working for 6 months, you could still support yourself. And if you had to go to the hospital or you had to get some sort of like surgery that you didn't expect you'd ever need, or you need to pay for some sort of medicine or a car accident or whatever, like you have this backup of money that you can use for something like that, some kind of situation like that, where you're not going to be put in
a financial burden.
A really financially uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like having that money, that amount or more set aside is really, really good. And that's kind of what you were talking about. And then beyond that, that's just saving. Beyond that is investing, which is like I always preach, and this is what I was taught too by a number of people, is to invest in like the broad market, mutual funds, which you're still kind of.
Yeah, I don't have as many shares and stuff as you, but
well, I'm not even saying like dollar for dollar amount. I'm just saying like for like percentage that you have saved, like of the money that I have saved, probably like 90% of it is invested. It's not like sitting in like a safe, which is basically like what a money market account or a bank account is. It's just like putting your money in the safe, so it's just safe. But the rest of the money that I have is like invested into like the S&P 500 or the total stock market index, and then I play around with some individual companies like Apple and Tesla or whatever. Like there's a handful or two that I invest in, but like that's investing,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying percentage wise, like of the amount that you had saved, you probably were only investing maybe 10%, and the rest, like 90% of it, you had just stored, right? Is that pretty accurate?
Probably somewhere around there.
Yeah. So do you want to tell us like how much money that is?
Got me. No. No. He's always trying to get that out of me. No.
I think I already kind of figured it out.
Don't do that.
I did some math.
We are recording, dude.
I'm not gonna say like anything. I'm just saying you've dropped some little like hints, and
you don't know. I can guarantee
I don't know for sure,
that
but
you do not know.
I have a good ballpark.
Even if I told you stuff, I've caught myself and threw it off.
It doesn't matter that much anyway. I just do it because it's kind of fun to like mess with you.
Be nosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so are you coming around to investing? What do you think about that? Because you obviously like saving, and you realize the value of saving like that and how helpful it is for you in your life, and it gives you this freedom to do what you're doing right now, which is not work and like think about.
But I'm also like don't want to get it twisted to the fact of like I also don't like being off work,
Yeah.
But I also understand like
you
I don't know.
Basically just don't want people to think you're a bum.
Well, not even that. It was just like there was mixed feelings about it. Like some people are like, well, you'll have free time and you'll have this. But I also appreciate the value of having a steady income and a steady job and just feeling important and like you're not a bum. So so I just kind of I'm giving myself some time, and more so not even for work, just for mental purposes, because like you said, it's really draining when you are in a situation, not even just work or just anything, and you feel like unfulfilled and you're unhappy. So I kind of was like, you know what, I made a decision to just do something about it, because I had been complaining for months, and I don't know, as soon as I quit I felt so much better. But
I talked to you like and you
Yeah.
you just seem so happy.
I know.
Which I think it's like one of those things where it's like trust your instincts.
Yeah.
It's like if that's how it made you feel, then like that's a good sign.
Well, one of the things that was kind of holding me back was, for one, the HR lady. Me and her relationship was really good, and she'd always call me a rebel. She's like, "You're just a rebel. Like, you just want to do things the opposite way." And I'm like, "Yeah, to a certain extent." But then another thing that was holding me back was the other lady. She just kept guilt tripping me about this job. She should be their ambassador. Like, she just,
The one that you were just talking about?
yeah, like it was just like every time, like. And then at one point I was just like, you know what? Luckily I have this money saved to where I don't have to worry. And then her face was just like she was kind of impressed, but kind of like
disappointed in a way.
Yeah, like how, like, because you can't do that. And you've basically voiced to me that you can't, and not to knock anybody's situation, but I was just like, sometimes you just got to let people do them. And I felt like she was just trying to make me feel bad. And for months she kind of did, because I was just like, well, I know what you're saying. And she's like, I would never quit without having something lined up. And yeah, I wouldn't quit either if I didn't have anything,
prospects,
or not even just prospects, just like something to fall back on. Like, but I do. So
what do you have to fall back on?
My account, my money, my savings.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have an emergency fund for things like this, and I felt like I waited out for so long, and I wanted to make sure this was quote unquote an emergency, and it became an emergency because I was just like, even when I got my counselor that I have for one of my counselors, in my summary I was like, look, I hate my job, I hate this, I'm going through this, can you help me? And I was just like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want to like just fall back on money you have saved and then until it just dwindles away. But even if you do, I mean, like I did that at one point in my life, like when I was out of college, I had some money saved and I moved to Athens, Ohio, and I lived with my friend Jeremy, and we just got like drunk every night and like played guitar and stuff, and it was fun, but it was just basically a waste of money. And then after that, for a little bit I lived back in Cincinnati. I wasn't really doing much either then, and then I also moved to California, so that all of that was a waste of money because I hardly worked the whole time.
I think the beauty in actually learning the fundamentals of saving is that once you start, you want to keep going. Yeah, okay. The fundamentals of saving, you want to keep going. You always make me shy. That wrong.
It's okay.
But yeah, I think that is one of the fundamentals of saving, is that you want to keep going. You want to keep seeing it grow.
Yeah.
And I feel like even like I still have like checks coming from them. So like I'll still be okay, and I have other things out there, like I have IOUs and
still recording. You can keep talking. This automatically cuts off sometimes, so I just want to go ahead there.
Yeah. I have IOUs out there and different things like that, so that I'm kind of secure. And then I had also looked, and I was like, I gave myself an amount where I was like, of the like, like you have your big amount of money, but then you have that lingering amount. If you say, for instance, I'll just say if you have thousands put up, and then you have this many thousands and some hundreds like that. So I basically was just like, okay, I have this, just kind of the oddball.
This is how much you're willing to like let go.
I'll just
in order to like have that time to relax.
And so I was kind of like, I'll even it out. I'll take this out if I need to and leave the rest. You know? So even now though, like I wake up and I'm applying for jobs, I'm not stopping. It's not one of those like types of breaks where I'm just like, just gonna like let life pass me by. I'm just gonna hang out. No.
Yeah, that would be concerning if it got to that point. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing what you're doing. Like I said, I basically did the same thing when I was a little younger than you are now.
Yeah, and I feel like we all
you learned from it,
Exactly.
And I don't think I'd be where I am today, and I don't know if I'd have my business and all this stuff. So and even after that, I worked like a handful or two of jobs that I absolutely kind of hated. Some of them I totally hated, some of them were okay, but like there were jobs where I felt the same way. I've told you about that before, where I was like, miserable,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to
And
cry.
I feel
Like,
like
I hate this
honestly,
so
you
much.
just treat life like that in general. Like
Yeah.
you explore different things to see if it's what you're looking for in life or what kind of works for you or it doesn't. And I went into that job thinking that like, okay, I'm not really used to this, but I'll just see how it goes. And
Mm-hmm.
I waited till my year was up, and I mentally have put that in my head. I'm like, my year is up August 27th. I'm gonna push through until then, and if I still don't feel happy,
Yeah.
I'm giving myself that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what I did. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at some point, how you feel mentally and your health and just your overall like how can I say it? Your aura.
Your like well-being.
Yeah, just your aura. Like I think that matters more because I told and that was one of the things I told them in leaving. I was just like, I am the face of your company. Basically, when people walk in, they see me. When people call this company, they talk to me, and
Diva.
No. For real though.
You're the face of the company?
What I mean is like I'm in their
I know what you
headquarters.
You're the first.
And I'm the
face.
the first point of contact basically.
Yeah.
So, when they see me and I'm looking like fuck my life, that's not good for the company. That makes them look bad. And I just was honest and upfront about that. And I was like, I feel bad because I hate it here so much that I make you guys look bad.
Yeah.
So it's time to go basically.
And so you're also talking about starting a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people go on podcasts to talk about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like plug their project or whatever. Do you want to plug your YouTube channel?
No, because I don't want it to be a one way. Like I don't want it come on here like I'm going to be doing this and doing that. I don't really know which direction I'm going to take it.
Well, you're still talking about doing it. You're planning on doing YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So why not let the people know? They can, if they like you, then they could subscribe.
Yeah. Well,
don't you want some subscribers and stuff?
I do, but I just don't want you to put me in front like that. I'm not ready to.
I'm not even.
I don't have it all put together yet.
I know you don't.
So
that's why it's funny too. Because if I tell people to subscribe, they're gonna go to your channel. You got like one subscriber, and it's me, and you have one video, and it's of you playing this little fashion game on your cell phone.
You couldn't help yourself.
For some reason, recorded and uploaded to your channel.
I
and
thought
you
we
can
were
hear
gonna
you
be,
talking in the
I
background.
thought we were
at
gonna
work.
be super professional. I thought
during
you were
this podcast.
I thought you were gonna be like super nice.
I'll have some fun. I'm being nice.
No,
you're
not. You're coming for me. I know you.
Well,
you
yeah, because that's what it is.
Right,
I'm calling it what it is.
You can't ever help yourself.
Well, maybe in the future you're gonna amass a massive following of followers. You're gonna amass a massive following of followers. That sounds really intelligent. And then you're gonna look back on this episode and be like, wow. Remember when I did that podcast episode and I had one subscriber and a really bad video of me playing a video game on my cell phone that I recorded while I was at work and for some reason decided to upload? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just giving you a hard time.
You always give me a hard time. I thought you were going to cut me a break today. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Well, I'm kind of helping you. I'm trying to get people to subscribe.
Well, okay. I'll say this. Me and my friend, we're doing a channel. And that's going to be geared toward different things. We're going to talk about different topics, and we're going to blog a lot when we go out and we hang out and we do stuff. But then my channel, I want to keep as realistic as possible. So that's why I'm like saying no direction, because it's just kind of how I feel, you know, and what I want to talk about. So
That's kind of the cool thing about YouTube.
Yeah, you can be as authentic as exactly, or you can make it all like formal, or you can be authentic. And I want mine to be realistic and just kind of like me in my natural form and who I am. So
your natural habitat.
Yeah, I'm not like trying to get like a crazy setup. But then the channel with my friend is going to be more like set up. You know, like how you were talking about having better cameras and all that. We will progress and move forward that way. But my channel, I want it to be more free and just feel like...
What kind of content are you thinking about doing? You want to give anybody an idea of the type of content that you're planning for?
Well, I'm really into clothes. So I'll probably do hauls a lot. like
What's a haul?
clothing hauls. So basically, all I'm gonna be doing is showing what I got, trying it on, and giving ideas of where to wear it to and how to wear it, and
So you're gonna like model the clothes
yeah,
and tell people how much stuff costs and where you can get it and give people ideas for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you are also you're talking about doing a podcast, right?
But that's on our channel that we're gonna share.
Okay.
So it's not gonna.
So that wouldn't be your channel.
No, like I'll probably do chit chats, like where I just talk to my camera, and like when I connect with people that subscribe to me.
If anybody out there wants to give my girl Teray a subscribe, go find her on YouTube and subscribe to her channel. Show her some love. She needs the follow. She doesn't need the followers, but it would be nice. So
yeah,
you could be. How many subscribers do you have? 1?
I think 1.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, if you want to be the second,
or the third,
or the third, or the fourth, or however many, but yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what else do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about food.
Food? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Kev's Kitchen?
We're gonna talk about that because when Josh sees this, if you're gonna see this,
He'll probably watch it.
yeah, it's
What
me
up,
and
Josh?
you. Josh, you're the what is he? He's the judge.
Yeah, we decided, we were talking about this the other day. We want you to be our judge.
Yeah.
And so basically, we're going to start a series at some point sooner than later is the goal, called Kev's Kitchen, since I got this nice fancy new kitchen at my new place now.
Mm-hmm.
And we both like cooking, and I bought this cool cookbook. So we basically just want to go through the cookbook and make like a different dish for each episode. We might make like a cocktail or an appetizer, maybe an entree and a dessert or something, or maybe just an entree or whatever.
And I'm also really into the seasons, so like when fall comes, I want to like make a dish a week geared towards fall. Like I don't know, I get real into like holidays and stuff like that, so kind of wanna. I keep like
you don't
being
know who
confused
to talk to.
on which
Yeah, me too.
way to go with this.
I think we'll figure that out as this
Over time.
develops.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever. It doesn't really matter.
But yeah, so I got some ideas that I'm thinking about, and I also watch people like the girl that I was I think her name is Eating Pretty.
Yeah.
Her channel, she cooks really good from what it looks like, and I like her direction of how she does it.
There'll probably be some goofs, a few gaffes, and
What do you mean?
like we're probably not going to be we're not going to be the most serious cooking channel. We're going to be pretty terrible at some points.
You're going to hear a lot of crazy crap where we tease each other probably more than people should.
You wouldn't really think it based on
No, because we're trying to be formal.
Because she's trying to be formal. I'm just going off of your
Because
energy,
I thought
dude.
you were supposed to be.
I'm trying to have some fun. You're like a wet blanket over here. I'm trying to liven this freaking show up so people want to watch.
Well, when you talk to Josh and them, they're all like, "Yeah, man," and I'll like.
I know, and I'm not happy with it. We gotta get buck, dude.
All right.
We gotta have some fun.
All right.
People aren't gonna want to watch us be like, yes, and I think that we're gonna just.
Well, I didn't know what you.
This and then
I didn't want to. Okay. I didn't want to like, man. Let's talk about food.
About food?
Okay, so we decided we're gonna do like something super simple for Josh, right? And then we still haven't decided on the dessert though.
Oh, and so yeah, we forgot to mention it's a cook-off.
It is a cook-off.
We're not always. I don't think we're gonna always do cook-off. Sometimes we're just gonna make something.
Yeah, well, this is beef that's been.
Yeah, this is a long time beef. We finna settle this shit,
yeah,
bro.
this has been like.
You feel me?
Pending beef for a long time.
Yup.
Yeah. Don't start. Don't do that, please.
Okay, but the beef is all right. One of our first dates, if you want to call it that, we basically, I told her I was a better cook or chef than her. Yeah. She was like, "No, you're not," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." And so we had a cook-off. This was like right after we met each other.
Leave it at that.
No, dude. What do you mean? Because you don't want them. You don't want the world to know the truth, dude. That's the problem.
I know where you're about to go with this.
Yeah, and I'm going there because
it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems.
It is exactly what it seems.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let
shut you down, dude.
Go.
She lost with flying colors.
Basically, we have to have a rematch.
Owned, dude. Like you weren't even. It didn't even compare. Your food was hardly even edible. Your chicken was so burnt at the bottom.
Oh my God.
Like, the chicken was like rock solid. The bottoms of the chicken were literally black. You couldn't even like cut it. And she's like talking all this shit leading up to it. Like, you're going down. I'm going to beat you so bad. She's sending me pictures of like the food she's making at her place and stuff. Like, trying to like intimidate me. I'm like, bruh, come at me, dude.
The only reason you even got that far was because I never worked with a gas stove. Yes, I never, for real.
And how are you going to claim like you're some badass chef? You never even used a gas stove your whole life.
Okay, well, still, what I'm saying, okay, well, I never worked with a gas stove, and I turned it up like as if it was an electric one, and it killed my food.
Yeah. So now she's for some reason thinks that when we have a rematch, she's going to beat me.
I am going to beat you.
Clearly not going to happen.
I'm going to beat you.
Dude, you're going to get owned again.
How many times have you cooked since we've been together?
It doesn't matter.
How many times have you cooked?
I'm also 4 years older than you. So I've had 4 more years of experience. 4 years of cooking mastery that you can't even catch up with, dude.
So why
is it... You
don't
even cook that much.
I don't cook that much.
You cook a fair amount, but you're not like... I mean, you're cooking the same stuff usually. You venture out a little bit.
Because you want the same stuff.
You venture out of your comfort zone a little bit, but you don't really get that experimental.
You want
it's very basic dishes. They're very basic dishes. Not a lot of complexity there. Not a lot of presentation quality. It's all stuff that I have perfected to a T. So you really, we're talking master to like not even a journeyman. But I would say really like a beginner, novice level cook.
Do you not want what I make? Because I
do.
Exactly. I always give you the floor. What do you want me to cook? And I go with you.
Yeah, and I have
so
to
maybe
go with
you're basic.
the few dishes that you're capable of.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're trying to say. You're saying I just can't.
No, I'm sure you could if you took the time to learn.
But you're saying I don't know how, right?
If we both took the time to learn the same dish,
you would do it better.
Mine would be better than yours.
Oh, okay.
100,000%.
So we're gonna get back to that because we're gonna let Josh decide.
Yes, we are.
Oh, and so it's completely fair.
Element of mystery to this.
Yes. Go ahead.
So thank you, Trey.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're always messing with me. I don't know.
We're gonna get like those silver tops for the plates, and like. We're going to cook before he gets there. He shows up. The plates are already laid out on the table.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't know who cooked what.
Mm-hmm.
He just eats it.
Yeah. And then
he says who's
going to tell that my food was better.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Have
you decided what you want to do for dessert? I'm trying to figure out if we should do
we don't have to do like a full course meal.
Well, since that's how you feel, I'll just do one.
We could just do like an entree or one, I mean, for the Josh thing, we should probably make it like a full meal, I guess.
Yeah, we should.
But like for some of the other stuff that we do for Kev's Kitchen, I think we should just do like how to make a cocktail.
Yeah.
Or how to make
that
bacon,
can
egg,
be more
and cheese
simple.
sandwich.
But we're trying to like impress him.
We're gonna do just to give you more of an idea. I want to make sure this is still recording. I hate when I like talking to the camera and I think it's recording. But I'm just gonna cut it.
We're trying to impress him, so we have to do it all out.
Gotta go all out.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to know like what kind of stuff we're gonna be cooking, we are gonna be cooking like how to grilled cheeses, how to bacon, egg, and cheese, how to crackers and cheese, how to chicken noodle soup out of a can, how to toast, how to waffle,
how to ramen
noodle, top shelf, how to and then once we really take off and once we really like are relatively prestigious and well known in the cooking industry, we are gonna drop. We really shouldn't say this yet.
Should we save it?
We should not. No, the people need to know.
Okay.
We are going to release our own brand of ramen called Top Shelf Nunus.
Yeah.
So if you ever see anybody make something called Top Shelf Nunus,
tell them to say shout out to Brio.
No, well, yeah, but let us know so we can sue them for everything they got.
Yeah.
Because that's our name.
Yeah.
We already got it trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got it copyrighted.
Mm-hmm.
We have the logo.
Mm-hmm.
We have the mascot.
Yeah.
We have
Everything. And we have the
everything.
convenience.
We have it all.
Yep.
And now we just need a following for our cooking.
Yeah. So stay tuned for those noodles. Now, can we tell them what we're really gonna make?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You tell them.
Tell them what?
Well.
What did you say? What we're gonna really make?
Mm-hmm.
Food-wise?
Yeah.
I just said like 6 things.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you. Eventually, I'm gonna buy like a really nice coffee espresso maker, and we're gonna show you how to make that kind of stuff. I'm eventually gonna get the Dream Machine ice cream machine or something. The ice cream dream machine, I think is what it's called. And we're gonna make homemade ice cream. It's gonna be so good. What else? What else do we got?
We're gonna cook more seafood. I don't think.
Yeah, shrimp. Oh yeah, sushi. We're gonna do some sushi tutorials.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
How to sushi. How to chicken fried rice.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna do
how to bacon. How to eggs. How to shredded cheese.
How to lunch meat sandwiches.
Yeah, that's a good one. How to lunch meat sandwich.
Okay.
That's what it'll be. It'll just say how to lunch meat sandwich.
Okay.
How to corn on the cob.
How to snack.
How to open bag of Doritos.
Mm-hmm. How to eat beans out of a can.
No,
that's real low.
I don't do beans out of a can. Sorry. I mean, I would if I was like starving, but I don't. It's not my thing. Do you like beans out of a can?
No, it's just we're going so low as far as food that.
What are you trying to say? Right now.
Shit.
How to nachos and cheese. How to soft dough pretzel with cheese and jalapeno.
Fritos and bean dip.
How to skyline cheese dip. We should do that.
That actually sounds good.
You ever done that? People do that all the time.
I
My
don't
friends
think
used
so.
to always make homemade skyline dip. It's so
Yeah.
good. You guys probably don't even know what skyline is. It's kind of like a Cincinnati only company.
Yeah, it's like Gold Star versus Skyline.
Do
here.
people know what Gold Star is? It's a pretty big company, right? That's
Yeah.
like around the country, I guess.
It should be.
Well, yeah, so it's like cheese
chili
conies,
company.
chili and cheese dogs. They're really good. But yeah, we could do a video like that.
Yeah. Oh, we could do mukbangs or mukbangs or mukbang. It's so many different ways to say it. We could do that.
One.
We could have pizza.
Yeah, we'll do mukbangs.
Mukbang.
Mukbang.
I think it's called mukbangs or mukbang.
It's a mukbang.
No, it's not. I swear.
Whatever, dude.
All right.
We'll do that. What else?
I want to do some more challenges like when we did the ice bath challenge.
Yeah, we did an ice bath challenge recently.
I think we should do it over.
Yeah, I know you do.
I
would be down to. But
no,
I still
only
upload
because
the
I
one
feel
we
like
did.
we cheated so bad.
How?
Like, cause we were like in there, but not.
I got
there.
in. You are such a
It
punk
says-
that you just like got out before you even got in. Basically,
it was freezing.
Yeah. So you didn't even. It's like the worst attempt at beating me ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the cook-off, and it's gonna be like the follow-up to the cook-off. You can't win, dude.
I bet you I will.
You won't.
I bet you I will.
You want to bet? What do you want to bet?
We should make a bet. What should
Right
we
now, let's make a bet. What do you want
Okay,
to bet?
because last time you tried to like.
I already know.
Make
Because
me
last
mow the
time
lawn.
you didn't even do what I
Oh,
won the bet
I was
and you
slaving
didn't even.
for 2
But that
hours.
wasn't even the freaking.
You made
I
it
was
the
gonna.
bet.
No, I was gonna have you mow the lawn and then
Mhm.
feed me grapes from a vine while I wore like a Roman emperor outfit
Exactly.
and fan me and stuff.
Well, you decided you wanted me to clean the house instead, so that's what I ended up doing.
Well, I was like, whatever.
Okay, so
You talked me
let's
into
make a bet. You come up with something
I
right
kind
now.
of gave you that because you were already cleaning. I think. I don't really remember that well.
What
while
do you
ago.
want to bet this time?
I will bet the same thing. You can mow my lawn, and you can give me the emperor treatment.
No.
Yeah,
I'll mow the lawn, but the emperor treatment is a no.
it's one or the other then.
Okay.
I will decide. I will probably mow the lawn myself and have you give me the emperor treatment if there's only one option.
I'm not going to do that then.
Yes, you are. Why would you not do that? And for one thing, it doesn't. You have to if you lose the bet. That's the whole point.
So if I win, I want the whole day.
Of what?
You have to dedicate your whole day to whatever I want to do.
Unreal.
No, it's not.
Unreal, dude. I'm not gonna do that.
You're
My
unreal.
time is valuable.
I'm not valuable.
Just kidding. All right, how about? Okay, fine. If you
24
lose,
hours.
if you lose emperor treatment for the whole day, it's got to
Okay.
be even.
Okay.
So you gotta cater to me.
But okay, let's just put this out there. I already am at your beck and call. So for me, this would be a real big change of pace if you were at mine.
No, but you
day.
already helped me and you care for me like a sweetheart. But you would.
So this is
This
gonna
would be
be
different.
amplified.
Yeah, tilt the mic a little bit. Just like. No, towards you. Tilt
It
it
can't go anymore.
this way.
Yeah, well that's it, Kev. It's not gonna go anymore. Oh, sorry.
Doofus. But like.
You just had to cut that out, Nick.
Don't listen to her.
Listen to me.
I'm the one who pays the bills.
Touche.
If you want to pay him for this episode, then you can have him cut that out. How about that?
Call me.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you help me out. You do nice things for me. You care for me. You cater to me. You're a wonderful person for
Thank
all
you.
these reasons and more. But this is going to be a whole new level.
Okay.
This is going to be on a level unbeknownst to you.
So this
will
is gonna
be-
be on my lord. Or
Basically, I mean, it's
yeah.
not quite my lord, because that's more like Renaissance. I'm thinking like Caesar, toga, you know.
okay.
You're gonna have, like the flip flops with the thong and like the
Yeah,
towel.
gladiator
Gladiator.
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your
Feeding
little
me, you're
crown,
fanning me with like a
and
giant
I'm
leaf.
fanning you. So I'm one of your servants.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
So for me, since you want to make it that way, mine's is going to be like extravaganza 2.0. Like, babe, go get me breakfast. No, as a matter of
So it
fact,
costs
don't
me-
go get it.
So I have to pay for it though.
Well, some stuff might
Okay,
cost.
no, that's good. I think that's good because here's a good idea.
No.
No, yeah,
No,
we gotta
you
make
can't,
this fair.
You can't
You don't
take
even wanna hear what I
everything
have to
I'm
say?
doing.
I'm
you
not.
can't. You're trying to do that.
I'm not. You just
You're
inspired
trying
me.
everything I'm saying. You're trying to do.
No, I'm not.
Okay, whatever.
I'm making it fair. For real. This is fair. So if that's what it is, I didn't even let you finish, but so let's
Never
just
do.
you said there's going to be other things like
So yeah, okay. Let me give you an idea.
okay.
So like, I might make me breakfast that morning, and then I might be
Or
like,
pick you up some.
yeah, either one,
First
just
watch or
depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Or maybe I might want to eat in, or then I might want to go see a movie, and then I might want to take a romantic walk in the park, and then I might want you to make me a bath with roses and candles and flowers, and then I might also want you to take me out into a nice dinner, or even make dinner. And
So
I
this'll
also
be
might
like-
want you to
so
give
this'll
me
be like this will be like
24 hours
the
of
ultimate date
yes
for you.
Yes, it would be.
Or I'm just like your slave. It's the same thing.
Or you can think of it as you being like.
I'm your gentleman
Yes, exactly.
or slave, however you want to.
No.
Come see,
You
come
shouldn't
saw.
think of it
is
that
what it
way.
is. Same
You shouldn't
difference.
think of it that
Tomato,
way.
tomato, whatever. So
And wait, I'm not finished. And it doesn't stop. It starts 12 midnight, and it ends 12 midnight.
deal.
So if
Okay, so
listen,
now-
if
okay,
11:50 hits and I'm like, kind of hungry for a snack, but we don't have what I want. Can you go pick me up?
Can you go drive to Kentucky to get, or like, can you drive to Iowa to pick up this really?
But look, this
No,
is
you
the
wouldn't.
thing. It stops at 12 midnight. So say for instance, I'm like, can you go to Kroger? If you want it to be shitty, you could go to Kroger and be like, it's 12 midnight. You could come back with nothing just to
Yeah,
like.
no, I would for sure do that if.
I know that's
if it
your
was at that
personality.
point. No, I wouldn't. I would get. If I was already at Kroger, probably would. But
Or you're the type that would trick me and act like you didn't.
okay,
And
so
just
here's
toy with my
here's
emotions.
my condition.
Okay.
Firstly, I'd like to say I agree to your terms.
We shake on it.
Well, let me tell you my terms first before you
Oh.
just jump to shaking.
Okay.
Okay. So you know the theme for me.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing
Mm-hmm.
that you said, except like if I lose, right, I have
Right.
to pay. Like if you want me to get roses and do that, I gotta buy that. You're not gonna buy it, or food or whatever. So if I win,
Yeah.
You have to buy the togas and the flip flops and the Caesar crown and the grapes and the fan. And yeah, that way it's fair.
Okay. Deal.
All right. But wait, there's more.
What is it?
Just saying, if there's, I don't know, there might be more to it than just the fans.
No, you can't do that. We're putting it out there now because.
Well, should we pick a dollar amount then? Because like, what if you're just abusing me? Like,
I'm not gonna
make me spend like $1,000. Like, I said I wanted a 5-course meal. I'm getting a 5-course meal.
I'm not gonna do you
it's
like
$70.
that. I'm going.
And on top of that, I want 2 bouquets of roses, and you need to buy me candles, and then also, by the way, go get me First Watch, and I want Chick-fil-A now. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We need to set a limit.
No, we're not. That takes the fun away from it. It makes
it
like
doesn't.
Okay.
All right, fine. Then if I want you to buy a bunch more than
that,
then
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be fair. We're gonna be respectful.
Like $50? That's fair, or no? More than 50? 100?
We're gonna be fair, okay? Here. Let me let you in on just a tad bit. Okay. It's not. I'm emotional, and I keep trying to get you to understand that. It's not about.
I'm well aware that you're an emotional person.
Yes. Well, what I mean is like it's not about you spending all that money. It's gonna be.
It's not. But okay. if it go ahead. It's about the experience and me like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it, but it still could end up being that I spend a bunch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like,
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say you have to trust me.
I do.
Okay.
But you have to trust me too.
I do.
With Yeah, I thought of one more thing.
What's that?
It'll be a surprise.
No, we can't. That's not fair. That's not how you just said.
Yeah, it is. All right, so moving on. Now what would you like to discuss? I feel like I need to get better at this podcast thing because I feel like when Joe Rogan does it, he's not like, now what should we talk about? He's like just keeping the conversation going.
We've been doing
I am a little tired, I'm going to admit.
We can wrap up.
I mean, do you want to wrap up or do you
well, it's getting late. And we talked for a while.
Yeah, it's been...
Has it been an hour yet?
I don't think so. But, here, let me see. Can't wait till these cameras don't auto-cut. Well, almost. This says 53 minutes, so...
Okay.
Should we just wrap it?
We can get ready, too, in a minute.
Oh, I want to tell that one more thing. Okay, so also, I got my channel enabled for live streaming, so I can do live podcasts. I don't know what is going on with this right now. I can do live podcasts. I think I messed with it too much, and now it's just like wanting to fall off. I also want to get new stands. I feel like these are decent, actually, but I want to get some better ones. I didn't add that in the budget, but whatever. Okay, sorry. I have like ADD. What was I saying?
You are now able to do live.
Oh yeah, so I got my channel enabled for live streaming. So we're trying to get set up to do live, but good news is we got the channel set up for live, and I also have live chat enabled.
Yeah. And
super chat, which is super chat. I don't even really know everything about it, but basically you can like donate in the chat, which is cool. But yeah, and then I'm gonna start uploading a lot of music too, and do some maybe like live stream of like just a lot of music. I'm gonna accumulate these like recordings and things that we produce, and then eventually make like, you know, an hour-long live stream of music, or hopefully we can get enough to where we could just run it like 24/7 or something. But that's going to take some time to get all that music together, which, by the way, if you have any music and you want to contribute to that coming to fruition, this is about to fall off. If you want to contribute to that, what have I done?
Did you fix it?
No, I think it's kind of...
Okay, we'll finish your...
If you want to contribute to that, then you
Hold it, Kevin.
Yeah. If you want to contribute to that, you can email me some music, and if I deem it worthy,
then it will be used.
But I'm going to be
come on.
very particular about the music
stuff. Can you do your impression that you did for Josh for me?
Which one?
Your Yoda impression.
No.
Why?
I feel stupid when I do it. Just the fault. I can't. I feel really shy. I'm scared.
Okay.
You don't do impressions, dude. I've never heard you do an impression.
I used to do one all the time. Who was it that I did really good?
I don't know. What did you do? Go ahead. Keep talking.
Well, I like your impression for Jim Carrey a lot. I just think you remind me of him. You act like that.
An impression. You just say I remind you.
Well, sometimes you do his impression when I say you remind me of Jim Carrey. You'll just do a random one from a movie.
I used to do a lot of Ace Ventura.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We have things we have to get to. So
bad.
why?
Oh my gosh! All right.
Why is it so bad?
Because I can't get this freaking thing to get back on. All right. As you can see, we need better equipment. So if you want to donate, that'd be sweet. But I don't expect you to. I just want to say thanks to everybody for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to upload every Wednesday at 5 every week, in addition to other videos and content when I can manage to get it all pumped out. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would like to.
It's good stuff.
I would
Supporting.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I would like to upgrade this and eventually be like legit. So that's the goal. Is there any last words you would like to say?
No.
Ma'am? Okay. Well, thank you for coming on today.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure speaking with you.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you.
As always.
Let's get out.
Until next time.
Oh. Let me just walk in the other room to make it look realistic. Bye, guys.